All right, it's Labor Day, so we are gonna be doing a lot of labor today. So Amanda's gonna be still working on the cabinets. So she's going to sand the top cabinets, getting that ready for the second coat. Put the first coat on the lower cabinets. I've got another ceiling fan that I need to install. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as the one yesterday did. And then I'm gonna put the kitchen light in, which should be pretty quick too. And then I'm gonna start working on some trim. So getting some windows hung. Nice. All right, this one went a lot faster. So the office fan is done. It's gonna look nice in here. All right, so we bought the wrong light for the kitchen. So we're gonna have to put the kitchen light on hold for a little bit. So we're gonna go to the trim. We bought this nice Ryobi Airstrike because everything else we have is Ryobi 18 volt. So we figured might as well just keep the same stuff. So let's see how it works. And that, essentially, is what the windows are gonna look like. We gotta go through and we gotta caulk this. I don't think the window might have been a little bowed, but, cause I tried 2 pieces of wood and they both weren't getting in there. So I think there might be some issues with the windows, but the nail gun is definitely worth it. I think we paid, I don't know what we paid. Amanda bought it, but it's worth it. Okay, I feel like we got everything done today that we wanted to do. We got the window trim up. We got the front blinds up, which is the only part of the house where you can really see in, and Amanda was really big on getting the blinds up. So we got that up. I am short trim for this window, so we haven't done that one yet. We'll pick that trim up, I'll get that finished. And then I can start working on the doorways. So we're there. And Amanda got everything in the kitchen primered. She got the top coats, top cabinets primed twice. So they're ready to sand to be painted. The lowers are just primed once. So they need another coat of prime. But man, this kitchen's gonna look great when we're all done. So she's downstairs priming the cabinet doors right now. Probably all we're gonna get done today. And time to get started on some other projects. Okay, so we are on day 3 of week 8. So we've almost owned this house for, I'm gonna see if I can get my leprechaun. Not leprechaun, my groundhog. Okay, I missed him. He's down there. He lives down there and he eats those yellow flowers, but he's too far away. Can't get him. It's not a leprechaun, he's a groundhog. So Today, Amanda's going to be what she has been. She's been here for a while. She's putting the second coat of primer on the cabinet doors, and she's gonna shoot for the lowers today. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen because we got a crap ton of cabinets, but we're doing our best to try to grind through this week, get ready so we can actually start painting the cabinets this weekend. And I'm just gonna keep working on the door trim, getting that cut up. So not a lot of good lights in the basement, so I'm gonna cut as much as I can and get as much as I can up. Let's do it. We haven't got a whole lot of filming done today because all the light bulbs in our hallway have blown, so we don't have good lighting. But she did it. She got all the cabinets painted or primed. They're not painted. They're not gonna be white. They're gonna be a cool color. You guys will have to stay tuned to see, but she got all the doors. I told you guys we had a crap ton of doors. So I did get all those, and I did get some of the top boards of the doorways on and calculated up how much trim we're gonna need. It's gonna be a lot of trim to finish the doorways. I ain't even trying to get into what the baseboards are gonna cost us, but moving on. All right, so today is all hands on deck. We're trying to get the cabinets, finish the prime on the back side of the doors so we can move on to painting them. So that's what we're doing today. Okay, so today is all about sanding. So we're going to be taking all the cabinets that we primed, and we're going to need to sand them all down so they're smooth like glass, but there's still paint on it. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we got everything sanded. The top boxes are sanded, the bottom boxes are sanded, and all the doors are sanded. So after we clean up this mess, that will be all ready for paint, first coat of paint. Gonna have to do 2 coats of paint because you gotta do 2 things of everything when you mess with a house. We do have this area we decided to pull the vent hood down, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna get that cleaned up tonight. So that's gonna be a little behind the progress of everything else, but it still shouldn't throw anything off. So now we're gonna clean everything up. Okay, so since the priming is all done, there's a lot of different things going on today. What are we doing right now?
I just scratched it. I stabbed myself with it. I've got a dental tool. And so I'm trying to clean out the little gaps that are in there. So yeah.
We had to buy a whole dentist set to do this.
It wasn't that bad. And really, there's not too many that look horrible. And I don't want to have to redo the primer,
So we're gonna be doing that today. We also have to put the handles on today because you have to drill the handle holes before you paint. So we're gonna be doing that, and then hopefully we're gonna get some paint on the cabinets. Definitely we're gonna get some paint on the cabinets so we can start to see how everything's actually gonna look. So let's get to work. Okay, so since our cabinet doors did not have hardware handles on them, we have to make the hardware, we have to drill the holes for the hardware. So this is the most difficult part. You gotta take your door. She wrote which door it was on the little hinge hole, so we know it's 9. So we have to go over, figure out which way the door is gonna open. So we know it's gonna open this way. So we gotta put the handle down there on the bottom. So now that we have all that figured out, we bought a little template. We're gonna do all the cabinet doors first because they're way easier than the drawers. But then we have this little template that goes on. You just stick it right there. You mark your holes. This is really hard to do with one hand, but and then it came with a drill bit, and you just drill the little holes out. And the handles, that's how you do it. So the drawers is a little bit more difficult because you got to measure and do this and do that, but we'll get to that later. I'm gonna keep working on drilling the cabinet drawer or doors, and when I get back to the drawers, I'll show you how the complicated mess of doing that. But Amanda's gonna start painting the cabinets, so I'm gonna let you guys take a look at that. because they're all different size. But so the first thing we got to do is we got to figure out how wide the drawer is, which is 16. So we have to go straight in the middle of the drawers, and I just figured out that it's going to be easiest and this is why it's always best to do this before you paint it. Just make a little mark here on the top. Then we can use the template, line that up. And our halfway mark is going to be 3 inches. So that's going to be the halfway. So these are only going to need 1 drill hole. So that's it. A little bit more measuring, but hopefully this works out. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And there it is. I don't know if you guys noticed or not.
Huh?
Oh,
Sorry.
we have, this is going to be the color of our kitchen. Looks pretty good. This is the first coat. We got to do 2 coats on it. And Inspector Riley, who is sleeping on the job, got a haircut. Do we pass? Okay, so here is our finished product. I messed up on the doors because they're supposed to not have 1 hole in the center. They're supposed to have 2 holes. But when it's up, you're not even gonna be able to tell. We still might fill it, but yeah, you can't even see that because it's gonna be like down here. So messed up a little bit, but looks pretty good though, right? Yeah, plus these need to be painted, so not quite finished product, but almost finished. So this is the first coat of real paint on the cabinets. I think it's going to look really good. Okay, we are on the last day of week 8. We still need to do obviously 1 more coat, but this is kind of what the finished product will look like. Let's get to work.